Hey guys, Zen here bringing you my first playthrough of Star Wars The Old Republic. I'm going to be playing a Smuggler on the Republic side. That's what the Smuggler side is on. And I took the music away for this opening, but you all know the music if you love Star Wars as much as I do. The reason I took the music away is because if we had it in, it would flag our video and then we'd have to take it down, all that fun stuff. But this is the intro. Every class has one, and I might as well read this one to you guys, right? Yeah? So, prologue, the Smuggler. Anarchy rules in the frontier systems. While the Galactic Republic struggles to recover from its conflict with the Sith Empire, reckless mercenaries profit from their interstellar turmoil. Ord Mantell, a world ravaged by civil war between pro-Republic citizens and separatist extremists, has become a lucrative destination for free traders. Now, a daring captain for hire has come to deliver a cargo of weapons to the combat zone, flying a swift freighter through a deadly barrage of separatist attacks. Doesn't that get you going? Oh, this game is awesome! I really like the Smuggler. By the way, just as a tip, this video does contain spoilers. If you do not like the spoilers, don't watch this video. There, put that out there. Second thing, this is also still in beta, so any bugs that you may see, beta is beta. Lastly, I'm going to try not to talk over any dialogue there is. So, are you guys ready? I know I am. Oh, also another pro tip. The entirety of my commentary is done after the fact. So, there you go. Holies will be done during his playthrough.
Can't believe you made it through that separatist shooting gallery, Captain. Your ship isn't even scratched. Takes guts landing in the middle of a battlefield. Nice flying.
I owe it all to my lightning reflexes and crackerjack timing.
Clearly had a lot of practice getting shot at. The name's Skavik. I'm picking up those blasters in your cargo hold. Excuse the rush, but need to get out of here quick. This village used to be safe, but the separatists are taking over. If I were you, I'd haul jets as soon as we're done.
The sooner this is done, the better.
Sounds like the bombing's getting closer. The separatists will be right on top of us any minute. Here's your payment for making this run, Captain. As soon as I have those blasters, you'll be free to fly.
Skavik, we've got a big problem. Separatists took over the local air defense cannon.
Oh, slow down, Corso. What are you talking about?
They deployed some kind of remote control stations, hijacked the cannon's targeting computer. Damn Separatists just destroyed an incoming Republic transport.
What's the big deal?
Don't you get it? The Separatists can attack any starship coming in or out of here. With those remote control stations, the Separatists can override the air defense cannon's computer, turn that firepower against us anytime they want.
That's bad news, Captain. The Separatists will blast you out of the sky even if you think about taking off.
The Separatists have remote control stations all over the area. You'll probably have to hit several before they lose control of that cannon.
I should charge extra for my thrilling heroics.
Good luck. Hope we see you again.
Let's move, Corso. We're running out of time.
So there you have it. That's the intro to the Smuggler. As I said earlier, all of my commentary is done in post-production, which allows me to turn up the volume, allows you guys to hear the voice acting, the really good voice acting, instead of hearing me over it. So, you know, not like you need to hear me in between. Give getting some mail here. Like I said, this is a 1 to 10 video. My class will go to 1 to 10, and then I'll move on to the next one. We're coming up on another quest here, so I'll let you guys listen to that, and then I'll explain the class a bit.
Stand by a tick. HQ, this is forward recon. Do you copy? HQ! Blast. Thought I had him. You look like you know your way around a blaster. Want to be a hero?
What's a hero make these days?
More than me, citizen. That sounds fair, then listen up. A crack separatist militia has taken over this village. So we're not talking dumb grunts and farmers. They've got experts in there with serious jamming equipment.
I suggest you start yelling really loud.
Look, I got a job that needs doing, and I need help doing it. My mission is to deliver resources to this village, but I can't report anything through this interference. I need those separatist jammers neutralized. So if you're headed into the village anyway, maybe you can handle it for us. If you waste those separatist jammers, report back here. I'll see if I can requisition some equipment you can use.
Yay! First quest thingy-majig thingy. So, some of you might be a little confused. You might be like, is this an MMO? Like, what is this? Well, yes, it is. It's an MMO with an action RPG kind of thing to it, with BioWare style of voice acting and quests and all that fun stuff. So, that probably explained nothing. Basically, it's a story-driven MMO. Everything about the game is story-driven, even everything from their instances, as they call flashpoints, even their PvP. I mean, everything is story-driven in this game, and it does an exceptional job of it. And I'll get to how that works in multiplayer later. So, right now I'm playing as the Smuggler. Smuggler can be a healer or a DPS. I think they might be able to be a tank. I'm not sure. I don't think so. But basically, a Smuggler is a ranged class, and they're the only class in the game that can take cover. The Smuggler and the Imperial Agent are the two classes in the game that can take cover. Now, while behind cover, they have certain abilities activated, and you could see that on my bar there. When I was behind cover, certain abilities would pop up and allow it to be cast that can only be cast while I'm in cover. And while I'm in cover, I get defensive bonuses from getting hit. So it's just, it's one of those things. But this is a fully fledged MMO. It has all the things that you would expect to be an MMO. I mean, it's got PvP, it's got a chat window for the idiots who like to talk in general chat. That fun stuff. It's got auction houses and crafting and all this other stuff, but then it has a ton of extra stuff on top of it that you wouldn't expect. Like, it has space combat, and it has all the story elements, and I mean, it's so much more. It's like an MMO plus. I mean, there's so much more to it. And we'll get to that. I mean, we've got plenty of videos together, so I'm just going to take my time. I'm going to explain a little bit about the Smuggler and why I decided to go with it first. I decided to go with the Smuggler first because it's the most unique, right? There's probably no other MMO that I can think of off the top of my head, and I play just about every single one of them, that has a cover mechanic for a ranged class, such as this. But here's a new thing of Star Wars. You see that green wall there? Basically, within the game, there are mini phases, right? They're story areas, is what they're called. So you can walk through that. If it's green, you can walk through it. And it shows you, ooh, look, I leveled up. Isn't that such a cool level up thing? It's just like, over your head, little Shekinah glory, it's pretty cool. Anyway, so there's the story phases, and if you walk into it, and you'll see me walk into it here in a second. Oh, no, I walked right past it. See, this is what happens when you play for 5 hours to get to level 10, and then, you forget all about this stuff. But basically what it does is it puts you in your own phase. So you can have a Smuggler-specific story part within the world of, the MMO, the open worldness, and nobody else can bother you with it. Nobody else can come in and mess something up or pull your mobs or kill the guy that you needed to kill. And I think that's really cool, and it allows you to be in there and have very unique thing happen. So check this out. I'll walk in. Right? You ready for this? Seamless transition. Did you notice the load screen or anything? No, of course not. And if someone was looking in from the outside, they couldn't see me, but I can look out from the inside and see everybody else. It's super, super cool. So you saw me rolling into cover there. That's just the mechanic of the Smuggler. Little green place or pop up of where you can actually get into cover, and you just hit F and it'll roll you in. And I think that's super seamless and amazing. So we're gonna go into another cutscene here, and I'll bump it up.
Captain, you there? It's Corso. We got trouble back at the hangar.
Is my ship all right?
For now, but maybe not much longer. Separatists are busting into the hangar. We're giving them a warm welcome, but we could use a hand. Skavik, get over here. Help me seal this hangar door. Skavik, what are you...
And the plot thickens. I love this game. I love the story elements and how it all kind of plays together. So, as I was saying, I could just roll into cover, and it's really seamless, and it feels really slick, and I'm not very good at it to begin with, but, I mean, it's just cool. Like, have you ever done that in another MMO? No, of course not, because this is amazing. So, little UI elements here. Down at the bottom left, you'll see my image, or my portrait, and then my health bar there. My portrait's got, like, this pink box behind it. Beta is beta, it's a bug, they know about it. I'm sure they'll fix it, I'm not too worried about it. But got my health bar there. Underneath it, I have an energy bar, kind of like a rogue in Warcraft, and you know that kind of stuff. It's got that mechanic the Smuggler does, and it's interesting because the Smuggler can also be a healer, and it uses the same mechanic. So I'm interested to see how that's going to play out. I may roll this guy as a healer just to see, but yeah, it's got an energy mechanic, and the more that you use of different abilities, obviously the more it uses your energy. Now my first ability there, because this game. Let me explain something. This game does not have an auto attack, right? I can't just right click on a target and have my guy sit there and attack him. You just won't do that. So the auto attack, quote unquote, is hitting 1, that ability there. It's kind of like an auto shoot, and you keep hitting it. So I guess it wouldn't be an auto attack if you're continually pressing it, but that's how that works. And the rest of my abilities are actual casted abilities, and some of them have cast time, some of them don't. So I'm gonna turn in this quest to see what happens.
Glad you made it back in one piece. Me and my squad owe you one. Thanks to you, we're cutting through the Separatist interference. Be reporting back to base in no time. Here, a little something from our private stock. Watch your hide out there, hero.
Ooh. New items. New weapon. Awesome. Yeah, so the Smuggler uses pistols, one-handed pistols. I think you could dual wield them once you hit level 10. You know, just random stuff like that. Got a new chest piece. Now I'm looking really gay. I went with the, what I call the suave womanizer / Justin Bieber look for this guy with a beard. So we'll see how that works out for me. As you see there, just went into another Smuggler phase. And looks like there's guys in our hangar. That's not good. I'm going to take them out, deal with them. I'm trying to get behind cover here, and it was having issues. I think I wasn't lagging, but I think I'm just half retarded on this character to begin with. I learned how to play it a lot easier later because it was something new to me. I'm having issues. I can't shoot behind because I'm, obviously can't pop up over there. So I'm about to die here, and I'm like, oh geez, what do I do? And I go for the potion, the health potion thing. I think they call them stims in this game. Ooh, check out this little thing. You'll see a lot of this. You ready for this? Yeah. So what that does is they've removed quote-unquote food from the genre, and you just have an ability that heals you up, and all classes have it. I think that's pretty cool. Now let's talk to this guy and see what the heck happened.
Feels like a Gundark used my skull as a drum. Thanks for saving my hide, Captain. Skavik helped those Separatists get in here. He stabbed us in the back.
That scum stole my ship!
He took all the weapons, too. He and the Separatists must have been planning this all along. Hang on. Where's Torchy? I don't believe this. Skavik stole my blaster. Torchy's a genuine blast tech, all 25 with magnetomic adhesion grip and side-mounted rangefinder. She's too good for Skavik.
Can't let him get away with it.
He's not getting away with this. Come on. Come on, pick up, blast you.
Oh, what's the matter, Corso? Did I hurt your feelings? Be thankful you're alive, kid.
Bring my ship back, and I'll consider forgiving you.
You know, this rest bucket handles like a drunken dewback, but, I like it. You know the saying, right? Finders keepers. On behalf of Ord Mantell's glorious freedom fighters, I thank you for your blasters, your ship, and a big laugh. Have a nice day.
I think you're celebrating a little early.
It's no use. He cut the comm channel. He always was good at making an exit. Skavik stole my best blaster, but I guess it's not as bad as losing a whole starship. I feel for you, Captain. Listen, Skavik and I were working for a guy named Vito. When he finds out Skavik's a separatist, he'll want revenge just like you. Do yourself a favor and go talk to Vito in Fort Carnac. I guarantee he'll help get your ship back.
I don't remember asking you for pointers.
And what's your big plan? Running around in circles yelling Skavik's name? Vito's a smart guy with connections everywhere. If anybody can find your ship, it's him. I have to lock down this hangar, but I'll send Vito a holo and tell him what's up. Fort Carnac isn't far from here. I'll see you and Vito there soon, Captain.
Jerk stole my ship. Ah! That ends up becoming quite the plot point for the rest of the Smuggler story here that I do, but yeah, it's fun. I like the different various choices I can use in conversation. Like I said, I'm trying to be the suave womanizer, like what's his nut? Han Solo, that's his name. Selling crap here. So you can go to any of these vendors and get like stims, which are like potions and stuff. So I think that's really cool. So gonna move on. Go to find this dude up in this other area, this like base. So the Old Republic has this really cool map, and you can like zoom out, and it's really intuitive. It shows you where all your quests are, and down in the bottom area. I guess I could talk about that now. The way BioWare is handling the server load at launch is that they're going to, if I don't know the exact number, but say, for example, say there's 1,000 people in the starting area. What it'll do is anybody else who joins that starting area, it'll phase them into a new starting area. They'll be on the same server, right? But they'll just be in a new starting area, and where you saw on the map there, you can actually switch between them. So let's listen to this dude.
Westner, 31st Recon out of Fort Carnac. Watch your head out there. Separatists deployed snipers in the area last week. Good snipers. Plenty of casualties between here and Fort Carnac. Those Seps will shoot at anything.
I recommend an airstrike. Set the place on fire.
Not an option. Too many civilians in the area. The refugees from all the war-torn settlements. They passed through on their way to the refugee camp outside Fort Carnac. Boom. Sniper bait.
I might be able to do something.
We'll take any gun we can get. Fort Carnac wants those snipers retired ASAP. Commander Vray even offered a week's pay to anyone who makes it happen.
It's worth a shot.
Damn glad to hear it, sir. If you take out the snipers, report to Commander Vray at the refugee camp outside Fort Carnac. Good hunting.
Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, on the map there, you're able to freely switch between phases. Say you have a group member in a different phase. When you first join the group, it'll ask you if you want to join their phase to begin with. But if you hit no on accident, you could just go down the map, select their phase they're in, and then instantly switch over. And I think that's really cool. Ding again, level 3. Oh yeah. Moving on up. I'm excited. Check this out. So you see that the beams in the Old Republic, all the loot isn't like a shiny, sparkly body. It's beams, and they have a feature called Loot Area. So I just looted one of those guys and looted all of them, and that saves a lot of time, and I really enjoy that. I don't know why anybody else hasn't come up with that idea. It's brilliant. So I'm going to go around here, killing the rest of these snipers, hopefully. Seems like we're definitely on a war-torn planet. I think the environment is really good. Now, keep this in mind, this is still in beta, and the game isn't optimized yet, so there are some areas where frame rate drops just because the game's not optimized. I also don't have AA on. I was going to force it, but I never did. I don't have AA on. They don't have it enabled in the beta, and if you want to use it, you have to force it. And there's still stuff they're working on before the game launches, so we'll see how that goes. And like I said, there's bugs here and there, but expect them to be cleared up for launch. But because of the different phasing technology that they use for different areas, it seems to really have made the server super stable. Like, I would estimate there's probably over... Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb. I was going to say over 1.5 million, but I'm going to say I'm sure there's over 2 million people in the beta this weekend. I'm just throwing that out there. That's an arbitrary number, but that's what I'm saying. Between the people who are starting tonight, or this morning with me, and then people who are starting tomorrow, I think, dang dog. Now that I dealt with him, back to what I was saying, I think there's probably roughly 1.5 million to 2 million people in the beta, and I haven't had a single ounce of lag. It's amazing. I've had frame rate issues because the game isn't optimized, and I don't have the right drivers, and all this other fun stuff, and I need a new CPU. But I have not had an ounce of lag, and I think that is an accomplishment on their part, and they should give themselves... Actually, that is me giving them a round of applause. Amazing job on the servers. I'm really happy with that. So as you see there, I have a new title, Captain. You like that? Little Captain? You get titles pretty much doing anything from quests and all that. That was a bind point, kind of like an inn, so I can teleport there later, and this is a flight path, just so you're aware. You'll see more of this later. I missed it for whatever reason. It won't let me click on it. There we go. So, yeah, I think the servers have been incredibly stable, and I've been really happy with that. And most of that I could probably contribute to their phasing technology, and I really like that. Ooh, another quest!
I wouldn't mind meeting some like-minded individuals to maybe discuss some wholly legitimate business practices.
Ooh, I really like how all the aliens, like their voices, are actually like the actual alien voices with just subtitles. I think that's authenticity right there. Another quest to turn in right here.
Kanayanukan, kinim nayalak mege. Manalang yang perlo, am kakalami nayakira lebua. Karaimi, nikak, kiniakak anakwamjama.
So while I'm in town, there's probably going to be a lot of turning in of quests. Just pre-warning you. So if you don't care for the voice acting, then shame on you. I'm sure it'll grow on you as the story gets better and better. I think that's the coolest thing about all of the Star Wars story is it with each class, like every single class is the exact same way. It starts off kind of like, oh, this is interesting, and then it just gets better and better as you go. Some training right here. Get 2 rank 2 abilities, I think, or 1 rank 2 abilities, a blaster whip and a new thermal grenade. Pretty cool. That's a lore item there. You don't really have to worry about that. But the codex is, in this game as it is in Mass Effect and Dragon Age. So if you're wondering, it's kind of the same thing. It gives you experience when you find stuff like that. I really like it. So town here is quite busy. There's a lot of people in here, and I don't seem to be having too many issues with lag, so like I said, I was really proud of that. A little smuggler phase here. Like I said, seamless, just walks right in. You like that? Now, I'll explain the mechanics of that in a second after this, after I turn this quest in. But I mean, you have a map while you're in all these phases. It runs smooth. It's just amazing. I even have a quest pending that I just noticed I never turned in. Huh. I wonder how long it takes me to turn that thing in. So, I noticed this guy right here. I'm helping people in chat, but I noticed this guy right here. Look, he's like not holding anything, but he's just kind of like supposed to be. I don't know. It was funny. Here you go. Another quest turn in. Main quest, too.
Welcome, Captain. I'm Vidu. Corso told me we've had a rough day. How about a drink to wash away our worries? Here's a toast to my favorite things. The best collection of artworks and exotic beverages in the whole system. And here's to the stupid separatists who destroyed it all. Between them and that backstabber Skavek, I am thoroughly ruined. The blasters Skavek stole in your ship belonged to Rogan the Butcher. As employers go, he's not the most forgiving.
Should I be terrified just because he calls himself the Butcher?
He's killed enough people to fill a convoy of bulk freighters, and now we've crossed him. Rogan bought those blasters to protect his business from separatists. When he finds out what's happened, guess who dies first? The only way we're getting out of this alive is finding Skavik, your ship, and those stolen blasters. I've got an idea of where to start looking for Skavik. There's a guy named Reiki who's an expert on separatists. Problem is, Reiki's stuck behind a Republic blockade. Troops have his village surrounded while they contain the separatists there.
I'll bust Reiki out of that village. Can't be that hard.
Forget about a rescue mission, we don't have time. I'm friendly with the Republic commander in charge of the blockade. I can get you in and out of the village. But you'll have to earn that free pass by taking out a few separatists to prove your loyalty. You up for that?
I'd kill those scum just for kicks.
Good. One less detail to worry about. Reiki's village is running out of basic supplies thanks to the Republic blockade. Things are getting desperate in there. I'll pull together a survival kit. You smuggle it to Reiki, and he'll tell you a way to find Skavik. Reiki's at a hideout in Talaran village. I'll send a message so he knows you're coming.
Yay, more rewards. I really like the main story for the Smuggler. It gets really interesting. Yay, I dinged again. Yay! So it's worth noting that the way that the phases works is that if I were in a group, right, and my group mate was a trooper, Republic trooper, and if they allowed me to be in their story phase, I can be in there. I couldn't interact with any of the characters. Like if he was in the middle of a conversation, I couldn't chime in, just because that's how that works. But they also have group phases, which are the same thing, and the group phases are kind of work the same way, but I can actually chime in, and it's pretty cool. I'll explain that in a second. Another question.
Soldier! Oh, you're a Civ. Well, still, I can use all the help I can get if you're interested in work.
I'm always interested in working if you're interested in paying.
The Republic's authorized hazard pay to anyone who'll help. We got lots of money, but we're short on personnel. How does that sound?
What's the job?
One of my boys dozed off on guard duty last night. Let the fort's stock of medicine get stolen. We don't get that medicine back, them good Republic soldiers are gonna leave Ord Mantell in body bags.
I won't blow this, trust me.
Sleepyhead claims he woke up as the thief was making her escape. Only saw the back of her, but she looked like a Cathar. The Cathar are aliens, sort of cat people that live nearby. Some were driven out of their homes from the fighting. The refugee camp is a good place to start. Please hurry. Good soldiers' lives depend on this medicine.
So as I was saying, in a group phase, I'm able to interact with characters and stuff, and with the dialogue wheel, the way that works is if I were to do if I were to do a decision to kill a guy, and my partner was to do a decision to save a guy, it would roll it off, right? We would have a roll off for every conversation piece, and whoever won got to speak. But if it was like a light side, dark side thing, what would happen is if mine was light side points and his was dark side points, but I won, it would still give him his dark side points for his intention of it. So if that makes sense, if you have questions, ask. Yay, another quest!
I'm sorry, Raiso. I don't have any medicine for you today.
It hurts.
I know, but there's nothing I can do right now. I'm sorry, honey. Hi. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. It's just crazy around here right now. What brings you to the camp?
Someone stole some medicine. I'm looking for the thief.
The sleeping guard must have sent you. Yeah, I saw the guard sleeping at his post, and I took the medicine too. It's no use trying to cover it up. See, I took the supplies to help the refugees. More and more of them are dying every day. The Republic won't help. So when I saw the guard sleeping, I helped myself. But then the Separatists took the medicine from me. Now they have it, and we don't. So here's the deal. You agree to bring the supplies to me so I can give them to the refugees, and I'll tell you which way the Separatists went. Unless, of course, you'd rather the Separatists keep the medicine.
What's the upside for me?
If I could pay you to bring the medicine back, I wouldn't have stolen it in the first place. I'm tired of being bullied because I don't carry a gun. If the war doesn't drive people out of their homes, the soldiers come and extort money out of them. Sometimes, someone's driven out of here only to be robbed. Taxed, they call it, on the way here. But they won't suffer for lack of medicine. Not if I can help it.
I'll bring you the medicine.
Sorry for the guilt trip. But I hope you realize you're doing the right thing. Raiso here, at least, will be grateful. The Separatists fled to Talaran village. Please hurry. There are people here in critical condition.
Hang tight. I'll be back soon.
Good. I look forward to your arrival. Thank you.
So as you saw there, I got myself some light side points. You know, typical. That's how I'm going to roll this character.
No. Where is it? Oh no. What am I going to do? What? Oh, what? It was terrible. The Separatists came to Talaran village in the night and drove us out of our homes. We had to leave everything behind. We lost it all.
We've all lost something in this war.
I know. I know. I will be so glad when it's over. I will never get my home back, I know that. But when I fled, I left behind an heirloom that belonged to my great-grandmother. Please, I've lost my home. I've lost everything. But if one day I do manage to get off this planet, I just want to take this one thing. You will get the necklace for me, won't you?
I'll handle that.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, I don't know what I would have done without you. Thank you.
So yeah, as I said earlier, I'm going to be playing this guy's light side. And that's just how I wanted to play my smuggler. I could play him as dark side if I wanted to. Like, this is the common misconception. Light side, dark side is not the faction you choose. The Republic and the Empire are the factions you choose. Light side, dark side are just the choices that you make. So if you could have a light side Sith or a dark side Jedi. I mean, you could do that kind of stuff. It's just the decisions you make and how you go about the world, and you got to be careful though, because sometimes if you make the wrong choice early on, it could come back and bite you in the butt. Like, you can really piss some guy off and he can come back and try to attack you. And it's got that really cool story element that you would expect from a BioWare game. So as this video kind of wraps up here, wanted to talk about a few things. I've really been enjoying the Smuggler, and I'm hoping to play a little bit more of it. I've already gotten it to level 10, but I'll probably do more of it on the side. I have the Jedi Knight coming up after this one. I'll probably finish putting all these out before I put the Jedi Knight. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. Holly and I haven't discussed that, but so far like I said, I've been really enjoying the game. If you have any questions about the game, let me know. I'll try to answer as much as I can. You can comment in the video below or send us a message, and we'll try to answer it in a video. But other than that, I'll see you in the next video when we try to figure out where exactly my ship went.